Hello and welcome to Windy City Cosmo. I'm Amanda Elliott and we're here for better cocktails and connections. Today we're talking about launch parties. If there's not a party, did it even launch? And I'm joined by here Jecklin, nice to have you, and Danielle Sommerfeld. How are you girls today?
Great.
Better now that we get to be with you.
Oh, loves. Now, your outfits, let's talk. Is this a normal thing or what is this?
The coordination?
Yeah.
It is. We like to kind of refer to ourselves as the Destiny's Child of bloggers.
Oh my God.
So this
really?
is kind
We're
of our
bringing
thing.
it back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Where's
already
the third?
here.
Is there a third or no?
Well, there's always room for every doll to join us. So
Sure.
if you want to match us one day, we can coordinate that as well.
I don't know if green's the color. It's black. It's like black. Or red.
Well,
I
Right.
like the pop of red.
right?
yeah.
If
So-
this conversation gets boring, we're just gonna, pay attention to
talk
the
about your
shoes.
boots.
Yes.
You got a plan. We love a woman with a plan.
So you guys represent Once Upon a Dollhouse, which is a phenomenal blog in Chicago.
Thank
and
you.
you've also represented other brands like Sommerfeld, which you have cocktails today for us.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
So can you tell me a little bit about these drinks?
Yes.
Definitely.
You have to try it. So this is a spiced
Cheers.
latte.
Spiced.
Pumpkin spiced. We're
So
in,
it's like
we're
a
in
fall
that season now.
situation? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Am I ready for it?
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Oh my God.
Isn't that delicious?
Oh my gosh, I had like a terrible pumpkin spice latte on Sunday. This is like making up for
Makes
life.
up.
Right?
That's why we're here.
We just took basic and made it delicious.
Oh my God. I love you guys. So today I wanted to talk to you about parties. And since parties always are around people, I have another guest. You ready?
We're ready.
We're ready. Courtney from New York is joining us. Courtney Wheeler is from HBO.
Ooh.
Have you met her before?
Hi,
We have
Courtney.
not. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. How are you?
Hi. What's up, ladies?
Just
Good. Looking at your
sipping,
pumpkin spice
yeah.
lattes.
Yeah.
Today
are
we're
we
Here,
drinking?
try
Is
it.
that-
There you
that's
go.
not
Are
latte,
we
right?
drinking over there?
It is, yeah.
Am I drinking? No, I'm still in my office. So.
Still in your office. Okay. Working, so she can't drink.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk because I met Courtney. She invited me to this fabulous party. Picture this. There's beds. I'm literally
Ooh.
in a bed, in a dress. Somebody's serving me champagne behind my shoulder.
This is very Sex in the City.
It is, except I'm eating chicken and waffles, and the guy next to me
Oh.
is saying scoot over like he wants to join me in bed. And Courtney designed
sounds
this.
amazing.
I know, it's like a meet cute. But she had a launch party for Crashing season 2, and she rented
Okay.
out a furniture store in Chicago.
Oh, how cool.
So that's like so inventive
That's
and
an
crazy.
awesome idea.
And then you two, I mean, where do I begin? Chicago.
From the start.
I mean,
let's take
so
it from the
for
start.
Somers, you started Chicago launch parties and
Yeah.
at like the Roby Hotel,
Mhm.
and then you just got back from Epcot.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask Courtney first, like, how do you come up with these crazy ideas for launch parties?
Usually we get a script or we get a pilot and then we watch it. And there's like a group of us, so we just get together and we brainstorm like different ideas. So I think with like Crashing, for instance, we just Crashing. He crashes on a couch, furniture store. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Why not? So
Yeah, I know you had,
that's
like-
kind of how we go about it.
You had like the pillows that said Crashing, and it was cute. And we all like jumped on the beds. That's
That is
cute.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cute. What about
That was
you
a fun
guys?
one.
Well, for us, we like to throw our first party for a brand where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
So Somers is here in Chicago. So our first idea was, let's start there.
Yeah.
So we pooled our resources and just brainstormed as well with a smaller team. We have one other person, the brand ambassador for Somers, who we brainstorm with, come up with what we think will work, and then we execute
Yeah.
it from there.
And it can be based off of a cocktail or the season or something
Yeah.
like that. So for the Roby, it was based actually on the mango flavor.
Okay.
And we did all kinds of fun summer drinks.
And you had like mango bathing suits.
Yeah,
right?
so
Did
it was
a
you
pool party.
Okay, yeah.
The Roby, as you know, is a gem here in Chicago.
And it's like a mile from my
Yeah,
apartment,
it's
so
a
I can walk
rooftop
home
pool
drunk. Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
don't need a membership to. It's at a hotel, and
There's a skyline view.
it's gorgeous. So we were like, why not put together all the elements of a pool party and serve cocktails based from Somers, because although it is a cream liqueur, it can be used in many different cocktails.
Yeah.
As substitutes, and the mango flavor is really true to
The
a mango flavor.
colada is so perfect for
I know.
summer.
I
Yeah.
think I had one.
It's
yeah,
really
with you guys,
delicious.
of course.
Yeah, and it goes well in frozen drinks. So that's where at the Roby they have a lot of frozen cocktails they offer. So we collaborated then with their team, who also gives us ideas, and from there you just move forward with the things that you need at a pool party.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you have this idea. You're on a bed. You're at a pool. Great, awesome. Now, who the hell's joining you? Like, I think who's coming to a party kind of makes it. It's like it can either be
Totally.
awkward
Yeah.
or it
Yeah,
can be
for sure.
the life of the party. So how do you find people? Courtney, you were talking about stalking, so let's go to you.
Yeah, I'm a professional internet stalker. So I'm always on Instagram, and I search by region, and I see how many followers they have, if they're engaging, they take good photos. So that's kind of how I came across you.
Oh, I like that a lot. What about you guys?
We take things from a different angle, because not only are we on the digital side where we're helping brands grow, we're also social media influencers with Once Upon a Dollhouse. So we have become friends with different influencers.
Oh, you're
so
I'm a friend.
you're
a friend.
You're like family
Oh,
at this point.
you've gone
You've
to
met our
Thanksgiving.
parents.
Yeah. So from there, we'll reach out to our network through Once Upon a Dollhouse, and we're the ones hosting the party.
And we also go to other events. So we go to maybe 5 events a week,
Yeah.
to be honest. And we meet other influencers. We have fun with them. We get the party started when it needs to.
So then, like, okay, so you're at the
Yeah,
party, right? Do you go to parties too, Courtney?
I do. Yes, I do. Relationships are very important, especially for regions. You know, it's a smaller market than LA or New York. So a place like Chicago or Atlanta, people are a little bit friendlier. So I personally like to keep a relationship. So if I'm there and I'm not working, I'll hit it. I like a free party.
Right.
Oh, who doesn't like a free party? So like you're at the party, right? You're meeting fabulous people. Now, how do you go from like talking to them to actually like connecting with them and building a relationship with them?
I mean,
we engage with them in person and then also online too. So
Okay.
if we haven't met someone before at an event, we'll immediately exchange information to follow each other and then just keep up with each other. The same as you would with friends that you meet.
Oh, for sure.
and we're not just there saying like, oh, isn't this food good? Like, we don't dip our toes in the kiddie pool. We're jumping in the deep end. We want to know where you're from. We want to know what schools you've gone to. Where have you lived? We want to know if you have pets. Like,
Your interests.
we're very interested in people as a whole.
Which is good.
Yeah, 'cause
Great.
you learn something new from everyone that you meet. So why not talk to people and understand them and see if there's a way that you can work together in the future? Because there's always an opportunity for everyone.
Yes. So you have people at the party. We're at the pool. We're at the furniture store. Okay. So then when you're at their party, the whole point of having a launch party is to create buzz. But sometimes people get buzzed. So how do you turn that from like, people having a great time at the party, but then like not talking about it later? So how do you get your ROI on events?
We create.
I'll
you
ask
want
Courtney
okay.
first.
Personally, like I'm there, so anybody that I invite, I make it a point to like see them. Hey, how you doing? You having a good time? And I even say, hey, do you like that? You should take a picture of that, or hey, make sure you post that. I'm kind of a little bit manic about it, but I want people to post things before they get drunk. So
Okay.
that's kind of like my strategy.
Do you like
But
stagger the drinks?
Also, I do. I mean, personally, I do. I barely drink during an event. I do that like in my hotel room by myself, probably.
Oh,
but
yes, girl. Dirty martinis.
yeah, that's a
always.
that's a personal thing. But at an event, I just kind of like. Also, too, just I don't want people not to have a good time. So I'm not the type of person that would, want to get in the middle of their business. But, it's just kind of gauging the temperature, especially of the party.
Oh, for sure.
And usually the next day is like a follow-up email. Hey, did you have a good time? Hope
Do
I
you
can
still
see your
like me?
pictures. And
Yeah. Yeah. So what about you girls?
We have a philosophy: the drunker, the better.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
kidding.
That's why we're friends.
So our events are very interactive.
Yeah.
We have a photo booth set up, which is creating constant content
Yes.
that you can post immediately. we're creating,
your own, right? You made your own photo booth?
Yeah, we did.
We travel with it.
We travel with
and
it.
we love...
That's like legit. You're legit digital dolls.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love Instagram stories too. We love helping influencers take photos. So we also do photography, the two of us, both of products and of people. So, and the influencers that come to our events are some of our best friends or new friends if it's a different market.
Yeah.
So
And we post a lot.
We're down to do a full photo shoot with them on the spot.
Yeah. And it helps that we post a lot. And the fun part is that we're going to repost them immediately on the brand's social media as well as Once Upon a Dollhouse.
Okay.
So it's fun for them to tag us.
Okay.
And for us to share that with our network as well.
So you mean like you manage Sommerfeld Instagram account so
Yes.
that they'll feel like, oh, I'm a part of this, and you tag them kind of thing?
I mean, they are a part of it. They are it.
They are it. They're
Without
the buzz.
it,
They're
them,
the
there is no
situation.
us. So, and we make it fun. Sometimes we have contests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just little things to keep people interested and engaged throughout the event.
And we like to take pictures with the people at our events too, so it's more of like group opportunity for photos.
Instead of like, I'm alone.
So we get
with a
everyone
drink.
involved. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So now that we're here with the photo booth, the killer question is like, do you spend your money on like the ice versus the photo booth? Like, how do you allocate your funds?
The ice.
The ice?
Ice.
Like, who wants a warm drink? Like, that can't
I
happen.
thought you meant diamonds.
I'm
kidding.
Yes, you have diamonds on you. I'm so sorry. You're the dolls.
Definitely on the party itself.
Yeah.
I mean, photo booths are expensive.
I know. That's why you created your own.
It's like $1,400 to rent one for an event. So.
I mean, yeah, you made your own, and then you just carried and traveled with it.
Right.
So what about you, Courtney? You've been on HBO for 10 years. How do you budget for these?
Well, we get a budget for the year, and it's allocated by a show. So, they'll say, we have Crashing. It's not a big show, so this is how much money that we have to spend. Get creative, go with God. So we just kind of figuring out what we want to spend most of the money on. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's photos. We're spending a little bit more on the social aspect of it, because that's kind of really no one cares about. I mean, people care about food, but
You definitely care about
food doesn't take a good picture.
Yeah, like you don't want hangry people writing
Food
about
is
you.
important.
Yes.
Especially in the social sphere. I think sometimes brands have a misconception that all bloggers are models and they don't eat. We eat.
Do you eat?
We eat
eat
and
a
we
lot.
drink.
You have abs of steel.
We
Like, are you
eat
sure?
a lot. Pretty much all the time.
I know.
But at your event, you have more than just the entertainment influencers. So we'll have food bloggers at our events too.
Oh, yeah.
So all the elements, all the details have to be on point for these people, because everyone pays so much attention to
the details.
details.
So, last question.
Okay.
You can't have Christmas always, right? It's once a year. Like, you can't always throw a party. How do you get to engage with followers and media beyond your launch party? How do you keep that conversation going? Courtney?
I'm just a naturally nosy person, so if I meet somebody, I just want to know what your deal is, and so I'll personally reach out to them. I'll always send them something that comes along the way. If I get some swag, oh, hey, you like this show, I'll send it over, just to establish the relationship a little bit more. So if I do come back, or if we do have an event, then it's an easier relationship. Like, you're doing something for me and I'm doing something for you.
Yeah, so do you like send like press releases like in between that maybe don't have a party, or like tag them in something on social media? How do you kind of get their attention again?
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. Like, certain people that I know like certain things, I'll just tag them and say, hey, don't you love boxing? So I'll just tag them in, like, for instance, if I'm doing an event for like boxing, and I know one of my potential influencers loves sports, so I'll send them something and say, hey, I know this thing happening in the city. I'm not going to be there, but I'll put a good word in for you, and you can, show up. So little things like that.
I like it. What about you, dolls?
So we kind of have an always-on approach, and essentially it's a little bit different because we have a physical product. So what we do is, after we throw an event in a market, we'll reach out to influencers after the event and say that we had so much fun with you. It was so great to meet you. Here's a few of our favorite recipes with Somras. We'd like to give you your own bottles to create your own recipes, and then keep us posted tag us in your photos. We want to stay connected.
For sure.
For instance, on Friday, we actually coined a national holiday.
What?
September 21st.
September 21st. It'll happen every year. So if you miss it this year, you always have the opportunity next year. It's National Chai Day. So we engaged with different influencers and put together a little contest, you know, based around the holiday. And if they want to join in and get creative, it's up to them. We just give them the opportunity for them to try it out.
So Once Upon a Dollhouse is actually mirrored after your own dollhouse, right?
It is. So
it is. Okay.
That is where Danielle and I live together.
You don't live together,
the
right?
last year in
Well,
our
Caitlin
20s.
got married, so
congrats.
Her and her husband, you know, there's a guest bedroom, but they can't live there. They need their moments,
you
know?
For sure.
But yeah, we do still have an open door policy. So every time we travel to a different market and throw an event, we create relationships with people and make sure that they know that they're always invited to come stay with us when they're in Chicago.
And we'd like to roll out.
Oh, I got dibs on the room.
Yes.
You're coming, Courtney.
Come.
Okay.
We have rooms with your name just on them already. Chocolates on the pillows.
Miss Courtney Wheeler.
Turn
HBO.
down for
Ready.
what? You know. We'll have a good
My
time.
body is ready. My body's ready.
Chicago pizza.
Yeah,
I love it.
All the food.
You have to come visit us.
I've never had Chicago pizza, but
No. New York is better. New York is
what about
better.
hot
They're
dogs?
they're different. They're totally different.
Well, we're gonna invite one other person on if that's okay with you both.
Okay.
Or all three of
sorry.
you. Sorry.
We'll settle the sass.
I have Melissa Kennedy, who's been monitoring our social media. Melissa?
Hey, Melissa.
Hi, thank
How
you
are
for
you?
having me. Hello. This has been a lot of fun.
Yes. Cheers.
Like you said, I've been following along on your social, and we have a lot of really great questions. So I'm going to kick it off with one for all of the guests. How do you snag an invite to these events if you're not necessarily a blogger or a social media influencer right now?
DM us.
Yeah.
If you DM Once Upon a Dollhouse, we will invite you to our next event.
Send us a message.
Red carpet treatment.
So it's not like stalkerish. Okay. All right. I like it. Courtney?
Cool. So
depends on mine. Please don't DM me. That's a lot of DMs I'll probably get.
Please don't slide there.
It's just more of if you're a friend of a friend and, you know, you say, hey, I'm friends with Amanda Elliott. You know, I'm just up and coming. Can I come to your party? I'll probably give you an invite. So I'm more in the friends of a friend system. But if I start just allowing everybody else, it's because it's HBO, it'd be too much.
Okay. I like it. Melissa, anything else?
yeah, well, then how do you handle gate crashers?
Ooh.
You guys want to tackle them? Or?
Kick them out.
I kick them out.
Well, I was like gonna say with open arms and a free drink.
Yeah.
Welcome. Don't know you. Love you. Bye.
We love everyone, but we understand the HBO.
We actually usually invite each influencer with a +1.
Yeah.
So not everyone is a blogger or a social media star at each event that we throw.
Because realistically, we want more than just social media influencers to enjoy Somras. So we would like them all to bring someone who may not have a large social presence.
And the word of mouth is so powerful.
Yeah,
So
for sure. For sure. Anything else, Melissa?
Yeah, one more question. Generally, if somebody wanted to get into your business, what are some things about special events and promoting them that a newbie would need to know? Where do they start?
From the moment you open your eyes until the moment you go to sleep. That's where you start.
You will be working.
You will be working. Where to start?
Courtney's like, yes. Yes, please.
You have to love it. So if it's something that you can honestly say that you love and really want to learn, then I recommend start to go to events.
And you have to be a resolutions person because there are going to be an abundance of things
Problems,
that go wrong.
Oh.
And you
And
can't
you have
dwell
to think
on
on
them.
your feet.
Oh my gosh, like what's gone wrong
Come up
for
with
you?
the next best.
We've had the photo booth crash a few times.
Okay.
With a line of people who want to take awesome pictures. So that's in a moment in which we have to like hop on there and figure it out and just keep you're in control of everyone's mood and the way that everyone's feeling. So as long as they don't know there's an issue, then there's no issue. So you just kind of we step to the side and talk about what's going on and then come up with how we solve it really quick. But to start, I'd say start going to events and then you can understand.
Pick up on all the details.
Yeah, understand how they're running and what people are doing.
Okay. What about you, Courtney? What do you think?
Patience. Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, a lot of Red Bull.
Tequila.
And just tequila. Tequila helps. And just, you know, like she said, start going to parties, start talking to people. I would start small. I mean, if you find some place that just needs like a wedding coordinator, you know, like a small job, and work your way up from there. I mean, I can't really speak from experience because mine was just like internship. I kind of fell into it, but other people I work with, their stories are almost similar or not. So those would be, that would be my advice. Just start small and then work your way up.
Okay. Melissa, do you have a final question today?
I do. This one's actually kind of a fun one. Rachel is asking, what is it about your jobs that would surprise people the most?
Oh,
it's not always glamorous.
We make it look really pretty all the time.
We work really hard.
We work really hard every day.
I know. You guys always dress alike, don't you? Like change.
You carry a lot of things.
Yes.
Oh, we carry
I'm
so
constantly
many things.
like, sometimes I don't carry a purse when I go out with my friends because I'm done carrying things for that day. So they have to understand that I'm handing them lip gloss, my phone, my wallet, and you carry a lot of things. You might not know that about the job.
Yeah.
What about you, Courtney?
Ditto on the carrying. Comfortable shoes, that's a must. And it's stressful. I mean, I've been to things and people have called me all types of names. I can go into so many stories about how I suck, or people lie and say they're going to do this for you and they don't, or some people don't show up. I mean, it's not always perfect. So it's just thinking on your feet and, you know, expecting the best and also the worst. So, but I'm an optimist.
The best and the worst. Like it. So our glass is full. Yeah.
They're refillable.
Yeah.
Refill. Cheers.
They're refillable. Perfect.
Cheers.
Well, I would like to thank you, Melissa, for monitoring social media for us. Courtney,
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining us from New York at HBO.
It's a pleasure.
And the dolls, oh my God, thank you
We
for
love
gracing
you.
us in the studio.
Thank you for having us.
And to all our viewers, thank you so much for watching Windy City Cosmo. I'm Amanda Elliott, and cheers to more cocktails and connections.